with different scopes of practices. Nurse practitioners are nurses with a postgraduate degree in advanced practice nursing. Nurses, you may not know, comprise the largest component of the healthcare industry environments. Most importantly, that over the last 100 years, and what I like hearing is that we are now also recognised and leaders in the areas of academia, research, we are scientists, we're executives, and we run multi-million-dollar businesses. We are leaders not only of our profession, but across the spectrum of health service delivery, education, research and innovation. So, move forward. I hope you're on the edge of your seat and you're ready for my top 10 tips. I hope it's a bit better than Triple J's top 100. I hope I excel the Wiggles for you. The number one tip I have for you, and hopefully it's started in your undergraduate programs because I know you do learn about it, is self-care, your physical and your mental health. There is now strong research around nutrition and exercise for shift workers, the value of self-reflection, engaging in clinical supervision and mentoring. And there are so many models out there that I please implore you, find one that suits you. I want you to take the lead from the very beginning. Don't wait for a special offer. Don't wait for someone to offer to be your mentor or offer, take the lead, find it and participate. Connect with all your colleagues. Learn with them and from one another. Supporting and learning to be a team is not only educational, it's life-building experiences. I can guarantee you, as you probably have with your alumni in your student body, but as you move across New South Wales, Australia, or even the world in your career, you will actually make lifelong friends. But connecting with all colleagues, it just isn't your nursing colleagues, your doctors, your allied health. It's knowing your admin staff, it's knowing your environmental services staff, it's knowing everyone that makes the system work, because you come together to make it all happen for our patients and for our community. Commit to a career, number 3, commit to a career of lifelong learning. This will position you to be agile, adaptive, and most of all, put you in control of your career destiny. Seize opportunities that may come your way, even if they are not on your plan. When I was graduating so many years ago, being a district director of nursing was not on my plan. I wanted to be a scrub nurse, and that's where I wanted to stay for the rest of my career. So plans can always be remodelled, but seize any opportunity. Talk to your mentor and say, is this a good opportunity? Should I explore that opportunity? That leads into number 4. Embrace and access all opportunities to the emerging science, technology, small to large improvement projects, innovation and research. To me, I consider this a must for this generation's career. A sound education never leaves you. To this day, I still remember and apply the curriculum of the 70s and the 80s based on the nursing process. You might have studied that in history. And nursing theories, with my all-time favourite still being Professor Dorothea Ourimbah from America. When I graduated, I had never met an Australian professor of nursing, whereas you are graduating from a University of Newcastle where you've had access and taught by elite nursing and midwifery academics, educators and researchers. Never take this for granted. This will be your forever alumni. Number 5, have fun. Make fun. Celebrate the small things. Celebrate the big things. I think the fun that some of us describe from the old days wouldn't meet today's standards, but hey, you can make the fun and the celebrations of 2022. Do a TikTok, that sort of thing. Number 6, enter your career with an open mind to gaining different experiences. if you leave today and saying, like I was, I just want to be a scrub nurse, I want you to say, I would like to experience being a scrub nurse, but I'm being open to whatever opportunities might come my way. Think of experience in different settings. I was once, many years ago, and I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't taken up the opportunity. Someone asked me to do a secondment into aged care. Aged care? No, I'm an acute hospital girl. I need drama, I need emergencies, I need code blues. But you know what? It was the best, it was a turning point of my career. I learnt so much, I met amazing people, and it really made me think what other pathways were out there from the bright lights and the code blues and the code reds and the code yellows of acute hospitals. Also, think of your career as a circle. So many nurses think of it as a linear line and often parallel it with an industrial grading thing rather than that circle of life. So as you go around your circle, you can actually take different pathways, but think of it as that continuous journey. I don't want this to sound, disingenuous, but in 2022, we are a profession that has vision. A profession that has vision, and as individuals, I would really, really encourage you to have one, to have your own vision, your personal vision. Why? Because I think that throughout your career, there'll be some things that should never change. It's sacred to you. For me, and to this day, I didn't call it a vision back then, maybe my pledge. It is still about caring for my patients the way I wanted my family to be cared for. And in the early days of career, it was always my grandmother that was in my line of sight every day. I developed my vision after an amazing educator in my first year convinced me not to resign. Whilst as a nursing leader, my vision is somewhat expanded to include being a nursing leader of many nurses. My very first stays with me every day. Tip number 8. Whilst enjoying or grappling with so much more to learn as you leave the ceremony today, think about your first post-grad enrolment. Do we all know where we're going? Take a deep breath. Remember, you're also on a journey of learning and finessing the art of our profession. To me, the art of our profession involves the ability to explain the care in a way that patients can understand and appreciate it. Often it's the nurse that's left after the doctor walks out. It's how you make your patient's family and carers feel. That touch, that smile, and on some days, even those tears. It is where we see those attributes of integrity, empathy, responsibility, and leadership come forth. To master our art, we need to constantly nurture and grow these attributes. Number 9, yes, coming to the end. Number 9 is courage. I wish I could say that every day will be like a day on Grey's Anatomy, McDreamy. Hope this audience isn't too young for that one. Where you have amazing days and weeks and months of high excitement and adrenaline because of the area you're working in and the colleagues. Then there will be days and weeks where you're questioning one or more areas of what are you doing and why. These are the days where tip number 1 and your personal courage partner together to work through the tough times and remember what is about the amazing days. Coming in at number 10, my last tip. I look around the room and so many of you have got your family and your friends and people that you love with you celebrating this wonderful day. So I ask all of you, try to be the nurse that if your parents or grandparents, brothers or sisters are out and about and through conversation, they work out that with someone who knows someone, as they do on the coast or Newcastle, that you were the nurse that looked after them. How would you like to be described? And take that with you today. And yes, you can link that to tip number 7. May I close today by reminding you that you are now entering one of the proudest and most respected professions across the world. It is the profession that is most trusted. And I welcome you from myself, your colleagues, and your colleagues across the coast into the profession, and we wish you every success in your career. Thank you for letting me be part of your day.
Thank you to Ms Bickerstaff. I think all of us, whether we're nurses or not, could have taken a lot from the tips that you shared with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very important aspect of this ceremony. For this, I'm going to ask all of our graduates to please stand. Okay, well done. As presiding officer of this ceremony, I now officially confer awards to all those candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission of that award. Please join me in applauding the wonderful achievements of our graduates. Graduates, please be seated. I now call on Professor Amanda Johnson, Head of School of Nursing and Midwifery, to present today's graduates.
Presiding Officer, I present to you the graduates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission to undergraduate awards of this university. Graduates, would you please stand as your name is announced? Louise Adamson, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Emily Bailey, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Jordan Bleeker, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Lisa Bowers, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Rebecca Bray, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Young Cha, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Alexandra Craig, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Georgia Daly, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Michelle Delacroix, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Lindsay Fisher, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Corey Goddard, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Caitlin Hale, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Amy Hamilton, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Fiona Hoare, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Lauren Holst, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Angela Jenkins, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Taylor Jones, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Michelle Josue, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Natasha Kusar, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Erin Marsh, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Chelsea Neubauer, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Nicole Patrick, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Susie Ridley, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Georgia Sharp, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Leanne Suthers, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Acacia Staines, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Michaelia Sweeney, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Brooke Taylor, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Tiffany Tuffin, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Natalie Wallace, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Callum Young, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Anata Kasharia, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Elise Alexander, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Rochelle Aquilina, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Nicole Austin, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Bridie Bailey, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Lauren Bell, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Candice Benison, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Irvin Blancathor, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jessica Bonifay, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jason Bradbury, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Cesar Brown, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Shannon Brown, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Sharon Buckley, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Samantha Buhaja, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Renee Carters, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Madeline Chalker, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Kusar Cherasa, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Emma Siolak, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Alexandra Coates, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Tamara Kraft, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Emma Critchley, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Desley Critton, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Kathleen Cookshanks, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Shelley Kerwin, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Blake Dawson, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Presiding Officer, that concludes the presentation of the graduates at this time.
Thank you, Professor Johnson. We will now enjoy a short musical interlude by Ben Levick, Naomi Blanche and Terence Koo performing You've Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman. Ben, Naomi and Terence are graduates of our music program. Thanks to Ben and Terence for that wonderful performance. I invite Professor Johnson to continue presenting graduates.
Jodie Dawson, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Brittany Douglas Geary, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Wendy English, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Kristen Farley, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Lisa Fitzpatrick, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jasmine Fleming, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Rochelle Fowler, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Amelia Fraser, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jordan Garrett, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Dana Gill, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Morgan Godiners, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Caitlin Gower, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Karen Griffith, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Ali Hayhow, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jessica Heath, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Linda Hill, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Zoe Holgate, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Amy Holton, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Valerie Howell, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Heidi Hoy, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Michu Highland, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Si Ong Ha Yong, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Alexis Josti, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Navjot Kaur, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Shaylee Kidd, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Alicia Costelalis, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Mandip Kaur, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Ashna Kumar, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Kirsty Lawson, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Mi Yun Lee, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Rebecca Lee, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Elizabeth Layden, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Michelle Lindeboom, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Shannon Love, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Graham Lowe, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Martha Graziana Lukmato, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Natasha Lilac, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Brianna Martin, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Hayley Mansfield, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Elise Marshall, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Dora Mazhiri, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Josephine McGovern, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Lily McLaughlin, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Eileen Millen, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Stephanie Mulligan, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Lillian Owen, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Bronwyn Panagas, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Noya Papas, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Samaram Periman, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Mia Petru, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Ambika Pradham, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Briannan Prentice, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jodie Pryor, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jocelyn Pook, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Claire Robinson, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Kelly Ross, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jasprit Kaur Sandhu, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Caitlin Shayla, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Manisha Shrithra, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Esther C, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Sophie Stafford Smith, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Kylie Taylor, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Danielle Thorpe, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Tamara Tournay, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Skylar Townsend, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. James Trethewey, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. James Tyso, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Chutima Uenga Shuan, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Alison Treglown, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Cassandra Van Brudel, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Carla Vinya, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Molly Wagner, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Chloe Wagstaff, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Jackie Watson, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Cheryl Wildman, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Samantha Warrad, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Megan Yule, graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing. Presiding Officer, that concludes the presentation of the graduates.
Thank you, Professor Johnson, sorry, getting my names mixed up. So I now invite Jackie Watson, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Nursing, to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Sorry, just take my mask off. Presiding officer, acting vice-chancellor, staff of the university, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. I'm very grateful for the opportunity of speaking this morning on behalf of the graduates present and of those who could not make this ceremony today. I'm a proud Gamilaraay woman, and I'd like to pay respects to these lands that have been provided for us by the Darkinjung people, to which we meet on today. I acknowledge and pay respect to the ancestors that walk and manage these lands for generations before us. Sorry. I acknowledge and recognise all Aboriginal people who have come from their own country and now call this country their home. I acknowledge our past and our current elders who are our knowledge holders, teachers and leaders. I acknowledge our youth who is our hope for a brighter and stronger future and who will be our future leaders in community. I would like to personally congratulate all graduates on our outstanding achievement. Getting here has taken an amount of time and effort, and not to mention we did it through a pandemic. Shout out to all the graduates who have kids. Throughout this time, not only were you studying, but you were also the teacher. I can confidently say that we are the most resilient cohort. We have studied through a pandemic, adapting quickly to online education. In saying this, it wasn't easy, but together we did it. Being the first in my family to commence and complete university, I'm unbelievably proud to stand up here today. To my mum and my dad, thank you for supporting me for every step of the way, especially through the times I was a challenging adolescent. Sorry, didn't know I was going to cry. As a collective, we all have our own journeys. Some of us are mature age students, school leavers, mothers and fathers, and I could not be prouder to share this experience with this wonderful cohort. Take a second. Okay. Throughout my degree, I've been involved in many opportunities that the University of Newcastle has to offer, such as juggling working as an Aboriginal student ambassador and nursing tutor for the Wallachuga Institute, and being the Central Coast Campus Nursing Ambassador. I successfully obtained a New South Wales Health Aboriginal Nursing Cadetship position with the Central Coast Local Health District. I was fortunate enough to represent the university during a cultural study tour in Cambodia in 2020 and be the recipient of the Les Elvin Memorial Indigenous Scholarship in Nursing 2021. In today's society, Aboriginal nurses have an imperative role in the health sector. They have the ability to create connection and improve the quality of care for Aboriginal patients through cultural brokerage. Furthermore, cultural safety and awareness is something Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander nurses are striving for. This will allow Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander patients to feel acceptance and comfortable within the healthcare system. My passion has stemmed from generational experience, seeing how the gaps between Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people continuously widen. The drive began when I realised I can be part of the change which must occur. We all have definitely had our struggles over the last couple of years, and I may or may not have had a couple of crying sessions myself, but here we are and we did it. We have completed a total of 800 hours of clinical placement each, and now we are officially registered nurses.
Thank you, Jackie, for a most inspirational speech on behalf of your fellow graduates. I hope you've enjoyed today's ceremony, and thank you for joining the university community in the celebration of the awarding of degrees. Before I declare the ceremony concluded, I ask that graduates, can you please remain seated, and I ask everybody else to stand and join me in applauding the wonderful achievement of our graduates. I now declare the ceremony concluded. Once again, congratulations, graduates. Go out and make a difference.